Hey everybody, this is Jessica with the 5 Waiting Wombs coming to you with a product review. Um, in the past, I have spoken about how happy I was to have had the opportunity to do acupuncture in conjunction with my fertility treatments. The 3 IUIs that we did recently, I had done that in conjunction with some acupuncture and some herbs and some holistic goodies, and it was one of the greatest experiences that I've ever had. And although pregnancy did not result from me using from doing the acupuncture, I still felt it was so beneficial because I really during that time had never felt so good. I had so much energy. I was sleeping better. I was a lot more relaxed going through my treatments. A lot, not all, but a lot of these symptoms that one does get during an IUI, like that fullness in your abdomen, I didn't get any of that. It was really, really great. It was a wonderful experience. I recommend it to anybody that can, I want to say, afford it, um, especially when you're saving for treatments. It does get a little bit difficult to, I guess, find the budget for it. We did recently have to stop because we were saving for an IVF. But luckily for us, we got a wonderful product here called Accupressure for fertility from the amazing folks at Fairhaven Health, and I want to tell you a little bit about it. I've been doing this at least once a week. I am going to be increasing it to maybe 3 times a week, and I'll tell you why in a little while. And it is a really wonderful alternative. I was one of the very lucky people to have acupuncture covered by our insurance, but even still, it was a specialist's copay, so it was $50 per visit. So if you're doing it once a week, by the end of the month, you're $200 out of pocket, and you know, month after month, it does get to be a lot, especially when you're trying to save for IVF or IUI or any other kind of fertility treatments, which is why when we approached Fairhaven Health to do some reviews for them, our fearless leader Brandy said, "What would you all be interested in?" Hand raised, acupressure for fertility. I love the acupuncture. I thought, let me try this Acupressure DVD and see if I get the same benefits. Again, we haven't gotten pregnant yet with this, but I adore this DVD. It's hosted by Shasta Tierra. Isn't that an awesome name? Shasta. I would never just call her Hi Shasta. I would say Hi Shasta. And she is a licensed acupuncturist. And this is primarily for fertility. It's not just for women. It also shows you some great points for men as well. And basically, acupressure, you're learning how to apply pressure to specific points that flow along your meridians, unlocking, you know, this energy that has been stifled. We all know how stressful fertility treatments can be and trying to conceive can be. Your body pays a toll. One of the things that they talk about in this is the phrase being tired but wired. We're exhausted, but our heads are always going. Our bodies want to shut down, but our heads are constantly going and thinking, what's that next step? What are we going to do next? How can I do this? How can I afford this? Why didn't this work? How come this isn't happening? Charting and temping and doing all of this stuff. It makes you nuts. This gives you about a half an hour to just be with yourself, be with your body, feel that energy. There's a section where you harness that energy and you just hold it in front of you. You just hold your hands out in front of you, and in front of you, I can't describe it. It's an electromagnetic field. You're harnessing your own energy. I don't know how to describe it other than for you just to do it. So the DVD starts out with a great 5-minute introduction explaining the basic principles of acupuncture and all of the benefits that can be gained from doing this practice on a regular basis. There's also a little bit of light stretching that is, I'm not the most graceful of people, I'm not very balanced, so I kind of videotape myself doing a little bit of it. You're going to laugh when you see me try to do the tree pose because I basically fall on my face. You know, everybody has within them, if you devoted 30 to 35 minutes of your day to this, you have the potential to reduce all of the negative side effects of the drugs that you're taking and the stress that is building up in your life from trying as hard as we do. I mean, we really owe it to ourselves to take that time and show appreciation to the body that you're trusting to carry a baby. You can visit Fairhaven Health's website at fairhavenhealth.com. I'm going to put the link down at the very bottom of this video, but if you go to their website, the DVD retails for $19.95, and it's such a great alternative. If you can't afford acupuncture, it's terrific if you're able to, but if you can't afford acupuncture, $19.95, and you have it there in your DVD player for whenever you want to use it. Instead of just going once a week, you can do it twice a week, 3 times a week. Who knows how often you want to do it, but you have the option there. And honestly, I felt the same benefits. Like I said, again, it didn't result in a pregnancy, but what works for one person might not work for another. I will continue to do this because the benefits of it affected me in such an amazing way that I wasn't going as crazy as I used to with the fertility treatments because I was a lot more relaxed. I had a lot more oxygen going through my body to the points that needed oxygen. My head was much clearer. I was sleeping a lot better. And like I said, I can't afford $50 a week, but $19.95, one-stop shopping, it's pretty awesome. One piece of advice that I could give you guys before you get started is that this isn't really for the long-nailed ladies out there, because you are going to be hitting specific points on your body, somewhat sensitive points. And for people with long nails, it might be a little bit difficult. So I started by cutting down my thumbnails so I can get in there really good and give some, give some good pressure to the points that were necessary. You might be able to bypass that somehow, but I really don't know how. A little earlier I mentioned that I was going to be increasing my acupressure regimen to 3 times a week rather than just the one that I have been doing since I received the DVD. And the reason that is because we are gearing up to do an IVF a lot sooner than I had thought we were going to be. We were lucky enough to win a contest that was sponsored by the fertility practice that helped us conceive our little miracle baby. And we won a free micro IVF procedure. I am going to be vlogging my journey. I will be posting them on my own channel, which I'll put the link to below in the description field of this video. I am not, however, going to make those videos public until we have a definite outcome, be it a negative outcome, which we all know what that would entail, or be it a positive outcome, which in my opinion would be once I have reached the 2nd trimester. It's just a superstitious tradition that my family kind of has. We kind of don't announce anything as far as pregnancy goes until we are in the 2nd trimester. I don't know how many of you out there know what micro IVF is or mini IVF. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me or leave a comment below. But just think some good thoughts for us, and I'm going to keep my fingers crossed that it works. So to summarize, it's a wonderful alternative to acupuncture. It gives you the option to do this a lot more often. It's a lot more affordable. It's a lot of fun. You're going to feel great. So why don't you go visit the link below and give it a try. Well, that's it from me, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions or comments, don't forget to leave them below. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to do that above. And I hope that you all have a really good week. Be well, and stay tuned for some outtakes of me doing acupressure for fertility from Fairhaven Health. Bye!
Feeling like your feet are sinking down into the earth and tucking your tailbone under. Feel that electromagnetic feeling. You may feel tingling at the part, and we will begin swaying, letting our arms gently swing back and forth. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, and really letting our hands swing out, and the roots are going down from our feet deep into the earth. Again, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, with the tongue touching with your fingers back and forth over the middle of the sternum. You may feel a little bit of one of the main causes, like your feet are sinking down into the earth, gently massaging these acupressure points in your body. Looking out over our right hand, they say have